We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Money bag, money bag, money bag. Looking like a money bag, money bag.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the former fourth-round pick is Kalen Ballage, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd and short, Drake. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
For Trenton Cannon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
One day.
Back near the goal line, Bradford. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that For guys of his position, they talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play. And
that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second down, Bradford. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. A first down throw for Bradford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, gotta hurry, gotta hurry.
Now Bradford. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first down, it's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On first down, Drake. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Ah!
On second down, Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's 4th. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 All right, now, look at 56. Leopard!
Darnold. And he's going to be taken down sacked back around the 18-yard line. Derek Rivers not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
That's how we do it, baby.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And now out come the Patriots. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Hey, gotta hurry, gotta hurry.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Bradford now from the 50. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
One day.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
You gotta hurry, you gotta hurry. Hey.
First down, Bradford. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Drake. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off of play action, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. They'll run. This is Cannon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go again with Cannon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gotta hurry.
Now Bradford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Darnold on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cannon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done. They
go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and now it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls in. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready.
Here we go, Monday.
Throwing, Bradford. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He dumps it off to Drake. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Matt Hawk now, on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. A 2nd quarter score from KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. With Cannon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Gotta hurry.
Off the play fake, Bradford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Bradford. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
You gotta hurry,
Bradford on 1st down. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before the break. Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they...
Devontae Parker, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. The point after try for Gostkowski. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Gone!
On 1st down, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Counter play, Drake. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Bradford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on third down. Bradford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time, and that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Gotta hurry.
Second down, Bradford. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Bradford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll go with a goal attack here. And it's a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Balaj. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards.
Leopard! Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold being chased out left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit.
And he loses the football a second time. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
On first down, it's Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Back now in Miami. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Following the interception, Bradford now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it, and the Dolphins. Have got it. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
Patriot!
On first and goal, Gore. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? Well, you're taking charge.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. And over the middle, this is Parker. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bell, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Darnold on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing on first down. Knight busts through the tackle. And a dump off to White. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better?
Now White lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On the give, this is Drake. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. Able to get away, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Knight eluding the pressure right. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out come the Patriots. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now, a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw again. Knight over the middle. Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Gone! Detroit!
On first down, Knight. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go.